Now, it's my duty and job to ask the important questions for the community. And I'm pretty sure we can all agree. Why the fuck is there not a suggestion button for this shit? Oh, this is so annoying. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and we're here to have a lovely discussion. By the way, go check out the last video. Hopefully you guys are voting and lighting that thing up. I actually have to record 2 videos in pretty much short succession because I have something what they like to call a short turnaround. That means that I just ended a overnight shift and then I have to be back at my job in the afternoon. So I have to record both of these videos. Hopefully I have enough time to get maybe about 2 hours of sleep. I'm trying to get the 2-hour sleep option, so don't say I don't love you. So what we're trying to do here is that I have to do a more quicker video, so I do apologize if this video seems less spicy, less prepared, or anything like that. But I do want to have the lovely discussion and do a little bit of summons and things like that. Do you feel that the game is pay to win? I think this is a very important conversation because the community is what really makes that decision. Is there large margin of people that feel like the game is not fair, that it's unbalanced? And the best way that I can attribute to that is to just kind of look at this. And now I'm not going to click on every single one of the past matches in the daily tournament, but they're pretty much all the same type. And with the type right now is going to be Bathory plus 1 or 2 Dragon Bloods. As you can see, it's usually 2. Usually it's Anastasia and ZEUZ. No one's using too much Maggie, no one's using too much Bailey, even though I think Bailey's actually better than people give him credit for. And then, you know, plus 2. So it's 1, 2, 3. Those are usually like the characters that you're going to see almost all the time. And then plus 2. So right now, if the people have a Ulum, they're usually going to put her in there because of the Bathory Ulum perspective, and then the plus 1. So this person's plus 1 is FC Rudley, this person's plus 1 is Rachel. So pretty much almost 4 slots of the main meta team are pretty much taken up. And it's like you can obviously do different things, right? You can use legendaries, you can use other units. Like there's a completely like 2 to 3 other general passes. There's Garth, which I've seen also been used here. I haven't seen Janae really been used at all. scFX is really good, especially against Tranquil. He's like phenomenally good against Tranquil, but you don't see him that often. And is it because he's trash, or is it just because the meta has evolved that this is considerably the best thing? And since the conversation is about pay to win, is that if people are going to spend money and then that's the best thing, you that aren't spending money, is it feasible for you to then go and try to achieve that? Or is it feasible for you to come up with a counter strategy? Is it even possible for you to come up with a counter strategy? And by the way, if you ever want to do these real quick, you go to the Rachel. Let's see his attack, 2200, right? 2200. And we'll see. So he's not disheartening Bathory. He's not disheartening ZEUZ. He's not disheartening Rudley. He will dishearten Ulum, and he will. So for Rachel, that's only gonna be disheartening the tank and the other person. I think I actually will give this to Mexi or whatever. We'll do our little prediction there. Now I showed this earlier before, but this whole thing here, what is it called? Accumulated purchase event. So as you spend money in this game, you will eventually get up to a special fate hero selection ticket. So as you can see, you can get Garth, Rachel, Bathory, scFX, or Janae. So most people that are whale in this game are definitely going for the Bathory option. Rachel is, as you can kind of see, not that important to have. It's a nice to have, but Bathory is the go-to. So people are spending up into this money. Like I said, please don't feel pressured to do this. I'm just pointing this out. And now you have every single person that's investing money into the game in some way, shape, or form to that degree has that character. And then you have the selection, right? So they could have used that as a selection, but if they already knew that they were going to spend money, they know that they didn't have to use the selection for Bathory, so they could have used the selection for Rachel. They could have used the selection for people that really craft their account are going to have like that perfect account status, and then that's why you see so many of them with that same thing. Do you feel that you need to do that? And I actually will challenge, or I will come out and say I don't think so. I think that the legendaries in this game hold a certain enough weight that they can be utilized. Actually, I do think that these characters can be utilized because they do have decent speeds. They do. It's not like they like can't be used at all. I think that certain ones have to be used in different situations. And then of course the most important thing, can you use these other faded characters? Are these top characters? See the Mighty Five, look at that. I call them generals. That's what I call them. They're the generals. Like Garf, he's clearly one of the Garf. Well, 1, 2, 3, right, are the least used ones. scFX, Garf, and Janai. Are they weaker? I don't think that they're weaker. I think that people just don't want to try. They're meta sheep. They're just gonna go with the best app, like the best thing. Even though from what I've seen, the way that the self-harm works, and not self-harm, but sorry, the way that the Fear of the Abyss works actually doesn't even seem to trigger Dragon Blood. I could be wrong. I'm just saying, from what I observed, I don't think it actually triggers it properly. And you know, you have him. I would love to see scFX and Garf. I don't think that they ever stated specifically that the Breath of Mana does not stack on each other. Like, you can't have two of them. So how can they not both, like, two characters in the front row and a more front row oriented team, and also a front row oriented team that has moves that can actually skip a turn? Well, he has a move. Garf does not. Garf is always attacking, but Garf has. Do you see that damage? You see that mana 2 damage, which he literally has access to at all times if he with himself, because he's light, and then he has the passive that gives mana to the front row. He literally can do this pretty much like almost every turn. Again, I don't think that that's spoken about enough. I don't think that, you know, he's utilized enough. I don't think that the cards the units that synergize with him, like Rudley is popular, right? But I feel like not that many people talk about Valar. He has a synergy with him as well, and same thing with Fear of the Abyss. I think that the game is in a healthy state. I think that the nerf to Dragon Blood was right on the money. It nerfed it to the point where it's still annoying, it's still good, it's still great for PvE, and to me that was the thing that I was scared about the most, that if they nerfed it so bad that it wasn't viable for PvE, and then that would have screwed a lot of people over that invested into that as their PvE mechanic, and then they just can't do it anymore. And as you can even see, there's really not that many faded characters in the game, so it's kind of like you'll probably run into them, you know. You're gonna run into these characters whether you like it or not. And I feel like, not giving myself a pat on the back, but the more that we talk about these characters, the more that we explore the other ones. Like Adams is a ridiculously good character. Sharpie, in my opinion, is a ridiculously cool character because she has the ability to utilize the dark element and get resets, and then Adam has an ability to always have a very strong single target burst at his disposal every time he gets a turn. So as he keeps killing everyone, he literally can keep going again and do another big nuke, kill another character. And yes, I know that that's only when the other teammates are dead, but there's ways you can set that up, that you have a lot of taunting and share healths, and all of a sudden they can't kill him and then he is the last one alive. There's a lot of ways that you can utilize this for PvP. And as far as for PvE is concerned, is anyone struggling in PvE because they're not spending money? I would say that they're struggling because a lot of the information in the game is piss poor. I would say, you know, I just dropped the guide of the other guide of all these special dungeons and the units to use it, and that information is not really readily available in the game. I think that that's the issue. I think that the not knowing how certain things in this game work is the issue of why some people might not be progressing properly in PvE, and it's up to YouTubers to expose that. And I think that that's fucking nonsense. I don't want to be responsible for helping people passing through this game. I like to try, but the game should be doing that. That's not my job. It shouldn't be my job. I'm happy that I'm being utilized for it, but the game should be doing a lot more for the PvE and or doing streams, or the game. Honestly, I don't understand why most gacha games, some of them get into the community and they start to do guides supported by them. Like, even if they were to sponsor me or something like that, you know, that you would have these, oh, this is the guide that is sponsored by the fucking game. So, or I think it was, what game was it? Elemental Guardian Heroes, where Elemental Guardian Heroes would have its, let's say here, or anywhere on the screen, that you would actually see other creators. They combine with the content creators, say, hey, this guy put a really good guide out on the game and this will help you. And Epic 7 took a very long time to do this, but they even have that now too, where they force the player to go through these skill like these prompts and stuff like that to show them how the game works, This is how you upgrade your gear. This is where you get the gear. This is good gear. Let's give you good gear so you can use that gear to progress through the story. And it took a while for Epic 7 to do that. So don't, even if it sounds like I'm giving them a pat on the back, it took them a while to get to that point. And I think this game needs that too. I think all gacha games need it because they're purposefully confusing. Look at the top part here. Stamina, gold, purple shit, blue shit. Like, and then that's not even the end of your currency. Go into inventory. All this different stuff, man, like, it's a nightmare. And that's why some people, when they see these people with these crazy accounts, they just assume that they just paid for it, and it's actually, it's not even that. They just figured the system out quicker. Then they paid for stuff to advance their account way further while we're still trying to figure out what the fuck burst means. Like, that's the problem, is that we're still trying to figure out how this works, and they just paid through that wall. You know, we're still trying to figure out how block works, you know, how block defense rate works, how dodge works. And they're just like, yeah, whatever, I'm just gonna put the best gear on my character, the best of the best of the best, and they're gonna perform the best because they're at the best. It doesn't matter how block works when you have a billion block and high block defense rate. It doesn't matter. The character's gonna be blocking and taking less damage and all that other shit. But for us, if we can manipulate that to our favor, then maybe we can contend. And that's the point of my channel. But like, I hope you guys understand. I would really like to know your guys' thoughts about, do you guys feel like the game is pay to win? Do you think that it's just complicated? And since it is complicated, inherently, it's going to confuse and slow people's progress down. And then when their progress is slowed down, that's when you're gonna end up with those situations in which you don't know what to do, and then you see these accounts and it's like, well, how did they get to that? And the fact that you know for a fact that they spent money. It's not like a hidden thing. It's not like you, oh, maybe he didn't. No, he spent money. He spent money. So to end off the video, just gonna do a couple little summons and stuff like that. So we got some 200. I already did my summon, my pull on the thing. I'm not gonna use these yet. So boom, we got enough to do 4. And this is what people are saying. No, just go here. Go here and you'll have a higher shot. Like, yo, bro, every time I do this, I don't get no fates, bro. But I can pretty much do this until the next month. Let's see if I get lucky. Dick. And again, I was actually talking to someone in my comment section below, and then why it's not, you should always tell people, especially free-to-play casual people, to do what's guaranteed because of stuff like that. Even though the rate might be really good to get a faded equipment out of here, if you don't get it, then you just waste the resources that you could have actually got guaranteed progress to your account. There's a big difference between the two. Let's see if we can, well, no, I need Garf. There he is. Let's do, what is that? One pull of this? Whatever. One pull of this. Pretending. We're gonna get Garf. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get Garf right here. Right here, with your permission. That'd be nuts, right? Yeah, see? Garf. And this is what they were saying, to pull on this first. Now you only need 200 of this currency to pull, but he was saying that it's better to pull on this, and because the highly likelihood is that you're going to get something. But look, I don't know, the odds look like it's pretty jaded. Oh no, this is what he was saying, that there's a fate equipment randomly generates 1 pin. So there's mileage here after 80. So it's 80 pull, so 400. I'm gonna do 1 pull real quick. Got purple, not the worst thing in the world. 1, so 80. So yeah, as he said it, so that's 400. So for the cost of you getting 2 random equipments, you get 1 guaranteed. But he's trying to say that the rate is good enough that you can risk 2, but you'll get a lot more within the guaranteed 2, that you'll get a lot more. Let me know in the comment section. I'll pass that question off to you guys if you think that that is true, or is that a technique that you guys utilize? Because again, this is a community post, so like, let the community know if it's better. If the rate is that good, then I'd rather be doing this than going and spending 200, getting 1 where I could just have spent up into 200. And as you guys see, that's 40 pulls. 40 pulls on this is 200. So if it's better to just come here and eventually get 1, even though it's, you know, it's 2 pulls, let me know. Let me know. I would definitely like to know that. And here we go, 4 more. We got 2 more summons. We still got 4 days left. I'm pretty confident that we're gonna be perfectly fine in line to get our Maggie, and you know, have a nice little backline Dragon Blood action. Even though all the other ones are backline, but we're not gonna really talk about that. And thank you guys so much for this. Is like a bunch of randomness, pulling and stuff like that. Ooh, good. We starting Gucci, baby. I couldn't get Gucci. I couldn't get Gucci that entire time that we were talking in the other video, but we get it here. Whatever. You guys saw that video, how to tell when it's Gucci or not. And as you can see, I can accurately tell when it's Gucci or not. No, see, that's legendary. Poopies. He's I think an important character. And like, when you click on these, right? And this is exactly why I think that guide's necessary. Nobody here says that I think this character is necessary. I actually don't remember. But you know, like, that's where he should have a higher rating, or those characters that are necessary for the special should have a higher rating, so people would know, oh wait, that's a character that I need for XYZ dungeon. But a lot of the necessary characters have like really shitty ratings, which is really weird. Here we go. Oh, you see that lag? I feel like I've never gotten anything off that lag. Yep, see? Never got anything off that lag, man. And that's the last one that I need. The last Sybil, I think, and now she's +5. No siree, Bob. She's actually a necessary character. 4.5, even though it's a character that you need for a lot of progression. I would put that character higher. And then when people see like, oh, why is this rated so high? It's like, because this character is necessary to do a certain special dungeon. Nope. I think we're getting the shaft, boys. Maybe not. Even though I think Sybil is also a necessary character. Here it is. I guarantee this is Red Cape, baby. Ooh, it is something. The boy called it for no reason. Here it is. I guarantee this is Red Cape, baby. Ooh, it is something. The boy called it for no reason.
This overwhelming power.
I just got so fucking moist.
Overwhelming power.
I just got so fucking moist, boys. Oh, I was thinking in the back of my head, oh, maybe I shouldn't do the summons on this video. What am I doing right now? I don't fucking know, dude. Oh my god. Summoning a fate. Now some people are like, oh no, I got it. Dude, this guy's fucking ill as fuck, dude. It does suck though that he loses his heal though. He does in fact lose his heal, and when he goes into this form. But I actually technically get both, right? So I actually can use his regular form plus the other form in this form if I want to. So sweet. Oh my god. So I now have access. I have one of the fucking generals. See, this game is this game's perfectly fine, guys. 10 out of 10, no problems. 10 out of 10. Oh man. And he was the bonus in that, the twinkling, funny enough. So we still have 2 more to get Maggie, and so I was actually curious if the bonus can actually be a faded character. So oh baby, the count's looking spicy dicey, baby. Spicy dicey. But that's gonna be it. I'm already 24 minutes into recording. I'm gonna hopefully get this below 20 something minutes. Outside of that, I think that the game is very free to play friendly. I think that the meta is there because the people are just going to use what they think is best, and then if someone sees that it's successful, they're going to utilize that as well, because it's easy to see what's successful when you fight against it and you can't beat it, and you're like, well, if you can't beat them, join them. There's a reason why that's a statement, because it's very true. Anywho, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and remember that every day at the casino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.